Be right back. This stupid thing. Well, okay. Let's try this again. Change some of the stuff on me here on YouTube, and they won't let me just do my normal live streaming. Okay, so now we're live. We're going to do a quick unboxing, compare some slides. We're not dealing with a true actual firearm, just the barrels and slides that go to them, so we don't have anything to worry about there. So we've got a few things to unbox from. Everything you're seeing right now is going to be coming from eBay. I do have some stuff coming from Palmetto State Armory along with the 2 dagger frames. But this here, and wow, is the, and it's what they say right on the packaging. It says best slides ever, Leo Precision. So if you guys are following the channel, I'm a Glocksmith now, right? We all are, right? Once you've owned a Glock, you're a Glocksmith. Uh-oh, it's a portable refractometer. I've always wanted one of those. Okay, so no, it's not. It comes packaged just like that. This little Leo Precision. They're all over. Actually, everything you see right there is on eBay, and if you check around, you can catch deals when they're on sale. So this one was on sale, but not as cheap as the first time I saw it. And I dropped the ball, but then it was still on sale for, I want to say it was $151 or $156. So we're going to compare it to some of our other stuff. But my first initial impression, all right, I should have bought 2 of these instead of 1 of the dagger. But no, it looks very nice. It looks very cut out. I can't really tell about weight because this is honestly the first Glock slide I felt that's completely stripped. I believe that is steel. So also, when you do get one that comes with a slide cut, if it's cut out, unless you're just trying to mount a red dot up on top of an existing slide, actually the metal coming off and you're putting an aluminum red dot, it kind of balances out that, or if some of you are worried about that, like I don't know about running something with the red dot kind of deal. It's really like I don't know if it's an even trade-off, but it's kind of a trade-off. So this one, I'm hoping, I don't know for sure, I'm hoping I'll be able to run the ported barrel that I believe is also in that package over there. But I just wanted to show you guys this one. I was trying to set the camera up so I could do this this video sideways like I normally do my live streams. I got to go in there and change another setting. But so there's, and that's all that's in there is just a little card and the barrel. But it does come rather nicely. You know, it's not going to get damaged. Not that it's would need much. So we'll also be able to keep track of the finish on this. That's their what they call FDE. You can get this in several colors as you've seen in that card, but I've seen it in a burnt bronze that I was looking for that on sale, but this was. So we'll compare it to the other ones and talk about some of the cuts and some of the other stuff, and also see if we think that the if you could buy the Shadow Systems comp, if it would fit on there. I won't be able, I don't want to take it off mine, but we'll be able to kind of get an idea. But as you can see, there's probably going to be some of that coating that'll have to wear in. I'll also, real quick, before I unpackage the other stuff, if you guys remember right, and I don't know if I got enough stuff coming in the mail today, but I've got that, so if I want to try to put it on the Shadow Systems frame, which actually fits, is more like a Gen 4 or 5. It's wider up here. So this, that's kind of like an adapter piece. So I got that to try, but this, I'm going to just see real quick. I bought this originally for my Shadow. I'd never paid attention to the backing on the Shadow Systems, but I originally bought this piece for it, and I'm just curious if it'll fit anything. So yeah, but it's not going on this one. They just, if you guys know anything about those, pops up for the Gen 3s. But this one I was wanting to get, they make one, I can't remember the name of the company, that's a Jif peanut butter emblem. I wanted to get that. It was on like a clearance blemish one was on sale for like 20 bucks, but they're like 49 bucks just for a little thing that's it's kind of FDE, but it says you know, Jif like in the colors of the peanut butter thing. So I wanted it, but I'm not gonna spend that much money. This one was 10 bucks, by the way, off eBay. That was off eBay too for like less than 10. This, well, I want to say it was 156. It may be 100 or 151. Originally, if you get on there and keep track, you'll find them. They'll come down to as cheap as 134 and like 6.95 or 10.95 for shipping. So you're going to get all the cuts already, cut for an RMR. Very, about the cheapest way to go. That's why you guys know me. You know how I roll. That's what we did. We went cheap. So I think this is the barrel. So let's just get the knife out and cut it open with our, that didn't look like a knife. So let's see what we have here. Packaged very, I guess it didn't have to be packaged very great, right? You may actually need a knife. This should be our barrel. Now, I couldn't tell in the pictures exactly what the color was. I was hoping it's kind of a gold. It almost looked like a tin, which I've got one of those coming for a green, OD green, sniper green in the copper color, but that's a threaded one coming. So this one will look very good. Try to show you guys the rifling. Yeah, I know I'm aiming it at you. There's no way it could be loaded. That's a pretty good pick right there. If you guys are curious, I have no idea. I don't really get that. I'm a Glock smith, not a gunsmith, so I don't know for sure what the, you know, if it's 10, 12, 20 turns, whatever. But I'm hoping this one, as I'm going to put it in there and try it out, should be a Glock 19 is what I ordered. Looks the right part. It says right there 19, 9x19. That's the only other marking you'll see. It is definitely got a little recessed crown there. Let's try it. I should be able to try it, right? Yeah, I don't need anything else, I don't think, to just see how well it fits in there. Let's move this packaging out of the way. Let's get a good shot of this. Hold it up. So, a little bit of wiggle, but once you've got a spring in there. So yeah, see how those ports match up? So no problem with the ports will match up, because they didn't really get on there and, you know, I don't remember which eBay buyer, you know, seller I bought this one from, but they weren't already put together. So I was like, I'm pretty sure if you get the ones that are close together, it works with these, you know, the whole complete middle cutout or these. And this to me looks better than the one big chunk. So you've got, it almost looks like you could, there is another barrel, but it's an actually name brand one that the ports are more on the side, and it would actually, I think, work with the slide we have coming, and it probably would even work with this one shooting out here. Because if you see up in there, there's like there's just plenty of room for the gas to get out and not actually, like if you tried to put a ported barrel in an enclosed one, it doesn't shoot a lot of, but you would defeat the purpose of trying to do it, kind of thing. But if you've watched any of the videos on the ports and the comps of like a long paper, yes, it puts out gas, but it's not like you're bottling it up. If you try to block off this end, you're going to blow yourself and the weapon up. If you, I'm not going to do it, and I don't recommend doing it, but I would say you could, especially one like this, that it probably shake the crud out of it, but you could get by. But anyway, this one's should be working out fine. I don't know what else we got coming. I think this may be the sights. If you can't tell, that thing is not, that's completely what they call stripped. It needs all of the internal parts put in, everything. That barrel is just one little piece of the parts. And I'm not showing you how to build one. I just wanted, it's real simple to slide. That's part of like taking it apart and cleaning it. So we got a sticker with this one. Tactum shall not be infringed. So that must be where this one came from, and these are our strike iron sights for Glock. I think they're Strike Industries. Maybe they're not. Strike iron. Are these like knockoffs of Strike Industries or I don't know. I thought they were Strike Industries, not Strike Iron. Anyway, these I want to say were like 34 bucks, and they come. I think these are the suppressor height ones. They come with Loctite. We have Loctite also, but I might just throw that in a bag, keep it like in an emergency if I need Loctite kind of thing. So if you guys know about the Glock sights, which I'm a Glocksmith, but I can't remember left or right, the rear one starts to slide in. It's probably going to be pretty easy to tell. It'll probably start to go in one way and not the other. The front one's held on by a screw by that little dude. And the rear one does have a set screw, I guess, in case, I don't know. I'm not really showing you how to build anything. I'm kind of doing this as a test fitting. It's not really Glocksmithing. Well, it is Glocksmithing. It's not gunsmithing. So yeah, I'm not going to show you. I'm going to do it off camera. I'm just going to see how well this thing goes. Well, it doesn't really fit any which way as far as, I mean, it just starts, but try this. Now this one, the reason I got it is because I plan on getting like a glow-in-the-dark paint or something, and it just is a solid, and then it's got that hole in there to put some sort of insert to where, because with my old eyes, I definitely need like bright. I'm going to try to see if these, I may have to make this hole. So yeah, I'm not going to show you, but see that little notch in that? It won't quite fit in. So I will be able to, it's like almost, but not quite. So it's like very close to going. It's going to need just that little bit of a, a little bit of a kiss to get it in there, which I don't have any problem with that. It's like right there close, probably just the Cerakote stuff, but anyway. Just needs a nudge, and that's going to fit tight. And then these, I don't even have a press. I may go ahead and buy a cheap one and put it on there to put those on. But that'll go on like that. That's the right height. I think I was going to compare those. So now I'm going to, that's all the stuff we had done packaged for now. But I do have the kit to all the stuff to finish putting it together, along with a whole nother barrel and slide coming from Palmetto State. Then I've got the 2 frames and a whole nother GSG Firefly pistol coming that is going to show up at my gun store. Hopefully this week. This is only Wednesday, so hopefully it'll show up and I can go pick it up, and then we can start actually putting these together. But anyway, let me move some of this stuff out of the way, and we may do a little. Now, I can't do any test fitting because I got my on, and I do not want to mess with taking that off. So anyway, I'm going to show you these. They're completely not able to be fired or nothing. I'll go ahead and pop these out. So once you put a comp on, unless you want to take it off, you can't like just slide your barrel out and test fit other ones and stuff like that. But I wanted to compare and get your guys' idea on what you think. Like I kind of picked up this one in the War Poet. Well, for a few reasons. The fact that, John Lovell, you guys know who that is, right? It's just cool, the fact that it was a War Poet, over the regular MR 920. But it's actually, it has different cuts. It's like the Elite on top, but it actually has this own cut that you can't get. The regular and the Elite all have like a straight, it doesn't make that little turn, which is better. The only downside to this comp fits perfect. The downside is, if you guys can tell, it's a different finish color. Like this, I'd call more of a gray, not quite a true, like dark black. As you can tell, the Hollow Sun is black. That's black, and that's kind of got a grayness to it. So if you guys couldn't tell, that gun, or not gun, but there's no way this could fire. There's no firing pin, for those of you, in case somebody's watching this that doesn't know about guns, or if you're AI, artificial intelligence, there's no way these could fire. They're just parts to a firearm, not a firearm. So the cool thing about the Echelon is, like, right off the get-go, off the bat, it's got a cool slide that comes with it, right? The original Glocks, I don't know, some of you guys may like that simplistic look, but the original Glocks and some of these other ones, I just don't, there's not enough going on for me. You guys know how I am, if you follow the channel. But I was going to compare the colors. So, and it's probably just for the fact that this is steel, whether it be stainless steel, whether it be, it's still not aluminum. And once the coating that they typically put on, I think this is an aluminum. It may not be, I think it's aluminum. The compensator. But that's the only thing I wish I could get to, and that right there, almost like it needs some other kind of etching done to, like, that angle looks cool. That, it's just almost not cool. Almost like I need to maybe it needs this brought back a little bit and then recolored. But what I was going to try to show you guys is that I think, just going off the cut, I'll try to show you like this, that even though this is cut out a little more, I think this could go like right on, and there would be a touch of a gap. It would go into here, but it would only go so far. Like, it would only go to, you guys can tell by how much further the cutouts are. See that? So when it goes in, it would actually, I think it would look just about as good as it does on this, on one of these. I think it would work for whoever. But the downside is when it goes on, that's another thing I was wanting to show you. See how much more the bigger round, which is kind of a letdown for me as far as the shadow systems. I was kind of looking forward to until I realized that happened, and it worked that way, of trying this slide on some of the dagger, or just other aftermarket that was making Glock frames. But you can cut the frames, or they claim you can, but there's a huge difference there. So lastly, I'll try to show you this, is I think all the more it takes to work. Yeah, that just goes like that, and then your guide rod goes in, and then this will go in and match up to the frame, like what this one is. It makes it as big around. Now the center is still little, but I think, yeah, so then the guide rod is different. You still got to use the Gen 3 guide rod. Now you can get, I think they make, an adapter to go one way or the other where you can switch the guide rods around anyway. All right, so I'm going to end this video. If I get the other stuff comes in today, I may go ahead and put another Palmetto State slide, and then we'll compare this one to that. But I've got a FDE colored dagger lower coming for this, and then the sniper green upper and lower coming from PSA. And then we're going to put them, and it's going to have the comp on it. It's going to have, so we'll basically be putting this ported barrel up against a threaded barrel with this Strike Industries comp. So that'll be cool. All right, guys. I really can't. I don't have anything to do other than maybe try to put my sights on. I guess I could put the red dot on. I do have a red dot, and I may just leave the sights off for now and put my red dot on this one and the other slide. The downside to this, so let's just compare that. But I don't know. I was going to have so much planned. Before I get out of here, I'm going to, and I'll talk about it more once I start talking about the builds. But to get the dagger build with this, this, like I said, was pretty cheap. It's 150 some. They're normally like 189, 200. It depends. But you can catch them on sale on eBay, and you can get several different styles. As long as if you want a ported barrel, these are as cheap. You can actually get a $50, $49 one. I've seen them as cheap as $43 for like a plain silver or black one. So if you just want the cheapest way possible, and then they sell slides just with the big cut, or not real fancy, and you need to decide if you want an R mark, if you're going to run a red dot or not. But you just get the ported barrel and then a slide with some sort of holes on top. And you got to watch out for, there's a more expensive one, I want to say Zafrini or whatever, how you pronounce that has these cuts more on the side, and those will fit a few different style. I don't know if they'd necessarily work on this one, but it's a more expensive barrel, so just get the cheap barrel. We'll see how it shoots and compares to the accuracy. A little bit. Accuracy is not a huge deal with it. When you're coming to anything under a 5-inch pistol, you're not going to be shooting out for accuracy. But to get this one, we'll go with the prices I've spent. I spent $155, we'll call it. This was $56. But I'm not done. This was $34 for the sights, and you can go. They sell cheap as $20 sights, but for $34, I figured I'd get metal sights and their suppressor height. But you can get suppressor height. I think they may be plastic, but like as cheap as $20 on eBay. I'm not sure what brand they are. But then you still need the whole internals for that, and I've found those for as cheap as $30 also. That's come in a stainless package coming, so it's actually, it says it has a stainless guide rod, firing pin assembly, all the stuff, even the little insert, and then the that goes in there on the outside, the sleeve for the firing assembly, and what else do you need? So yeah, it'll come with that, the stuff to attach that, so. And then your extractor, like all the stuff, everything you need to complete it. So you're looking at, just say you spent 30 for that, 30 for that. So there's 60 with 56 plus the 150 something for, the Palmetto State. If you go their way with just a slide, you can, for the one I like anyway, it's the SWR, I think, or SMR. I don't know. It's one with the cool 3 cutouts here and then a cutout down here. It's like $204, and then the barrel was on sale for $99, but they're like $109 for the threaded barrel. And I've got the copper colored, just like this, but the copper colored one basically, because this is probably one of my favorite barrels. I like the twisted ones. It comes back from my Ruger days, the Quartzen and those fancy barrels, right? You don't even hardly see them on the pistols, but they look cool on rifles. So I might as well throw them on here, right? This one, figured to go with the gold. Could have went either way. This one happened to be, I think I liked it. I always think I like those multicolored ones, if you guys know what I'm talking about, like the Revo Aurora comes, but then once you see them on in the slide and stuff, it's like, yeah, it just don't look as good. So yeah, if you got any questions about this, and stay tuned, Put them in the comments below. I got to get out of here. Thanks for watching. Next live streams I'm going to try to do sideways back in the old school.